are two important parts which are related to each other. The first one is the condition and then the result. The result depends on the condition. Jadi dalam bahasan ini kita mempelajari bahwa ada dua bagian penting dalam conditional sentence. Oke, yang pertama adalah kondisi itu sendiri yang akan menentukan resultnya. Oke, the condition will affect the result, or in the other word, the result depends on the condition. That's the basic thing, itu yang harus kita tahu dulu. And then we know that we have real conditionals which talk about real possibilities, artinya ada kemungkinan-kemungkinan hal-hal yang akan terjadi, and unreal conditional. Unreal conditional talks about imaginary or impossible situations. Ya, jadi dalam kalimat conditional ada yang real, ada yang unreal. Kalau unreal lebih kepada imajinasi semata, ya, yang ada di angan-angannya, atau bisa saja itu adalah hal yang tidak mungkin terjadi atau diulang kembali, ataupun tidak mungkin dilakukan. Okay? And then we have learned about this one, the real conditionals. There are zero conditional and then first conditional that is included in real conditional, and then in the unreal conditionals dalam aspek yang unreal there are second conditional, third conditional, and sometimes we also have mixed conditional. Zero conditional talks about the general truth or present situation or general fact. Jadi di zero conditional itu biasanya membahas tentang, atau kalimat-kalimat yang ada dalam zero conditional adalah kalimat yang memuat pernyataan umum, oke, atau fakta-fakta yang umum. General statement, general truth, general fact, or in some cases, di beberapa case, it also can be used to give advice to each other. Bisa juga kadang untuk memberikan nasihat kepada orang lain. Okay, if you don't water flowers, they die. This is the general truth, ya. Ini adalah kebenaran yang umum. Kalau tidak menyiram tanaman, maka tanaman itu akan mati. Pernyataan umum, general truth. Okay? If you have a headache, stop watching TV. This is the example of giving the advice. Ini kalimat yang memberikan nasihat. Nah, usually in zero conditional, in the condition, or we can say in the if clause, dalam klausa if-nya, it emphasizes on the use of present simple. Ya, biasanya di zero conditional itu menggunakan present simple. And in the main clause, di klausa utamanya, it also uses the present simple or imperative sentence. All right? Okay. And we also have known that the word if implies that a situation happens less frequently, and the word when implies it happens more frequently. And this is the example of the sentence. Okay, if I have a day off from work, I usually go to work. Artinya, dia tidak selalu ada hari libur kan kalau di pekerjaannya. So it's not frequent. Different with the next sentence, berbeda dengan kalimat berikutnya. When I go to my favorite restaurant, the waiters greet me by my name. We can imply that from this sentence that he or she goes to the restaurant frequently. Kalau pakai when ini cukup sering. Tapi kalau if bisa kita katakan jarang dilakukan, less frequently. That's the point from this slide, ya, itu poinnya yang pertama. And then the next point after the zero conditional, tadi zero conditional express a general truth, ya, pernyataan umum, general fact, hal-hal yang umum. But in the first conditional, kalau di first conditional, it talks about real future possibilities. Okay, so let's take a look to this sentence. This is the comparison between these two aspects. Ya, kalimat ini adalah perbandingannya. Whereas the zero conditional talks about real present situations, ya tadi saya sudah bilang. And the first conditional talks about real future possibilities. Kalau yang first conditional itu berbicara tentang kemungkinan yang akan terjadi. Oke? Kemungkinan yang akan terjadi. Real future possibilities. Okay? If the weather is nice, we will go for a walk. If you don't apologize, she will never trust you again. Okay, so there's the possibility that they will go for a walk if the weather is nice. Gitu ya. Jadi mereka akan pergi jalan-jalan kalau cuacanya bagus. Jadi ada kemungkinan mereka pergi jalan-jalan. If you don't apologize, she will never trust you again. Ada kemungkinan, ya, there's the possibility that she will never trust you again. Ada kemungkinan bahwa dia tidak akan percaya you lagi kalau you tidak minta maaf. Okay? So this sentence talk about future possibilities, kemungkinan-kemungkinan yang akan terjadi di masa mendatang. Okay, in the if clause, di kalimat di clause if, it emphasizes on the use of present simple, menekankan pada penggunaan present simple, and then in the main clause, di clause utamanya, it emphasizes on future simple. Ya, karena tadi real future possibilities. Maka kita pakai dan we use future simple. Okay. In some sentences, it also possible if we use unless. Ya, bisa juga kalau pakai kata unless. Unless is similar with if not. Unless the weather is nice, we won't go for a walk. Unless you apologize, she will never trust you again. Okay, so this is the similar concept. Yeah, hampir sama. Okay, real possibilities to go for a walk if the weather is nice. Mereka akan ada kemungkinan mereka jalan-jalan atau ke pantai atau ke bioskop if the weather is good. Kalau cuacanya bagus atau cuacanya baik. Okay, this is the similar concept with the previous one. Sama ya konsepnya. And then this is the other one, as long as they will succeed as long as they try hard. Jadi ada mereka akan sukses kalau mereka bekerja keras. Okay, they will succeed as long as they try hard. As soon as, to emphasize immediacy. Okay, I will call you as soon as I have more information. Okay, so as long as or providing that means but only if. Okay, but as soon as, to emphasize immediacy. Menekankan kepada sesuatu yang genting atau yang harus dilakukan secepatnya. Okay, so this is the other words besides if, ya, kata-kata lain selain if. Okay? When, as soon as, by the time, the moment, until are called time clauses. Okay? Time clauses. Penunjuk waktunya. Okay? Keterangan waktu. All right, we will take a look to the next point. Kita coba lihat yang berikutnya ya. Sebelum nanti kita akan coba practice ya. After this, you will try to do the practice. Oh, not this one. Wait a minute. Okay, so this is the summary that the conditionals are sentences in which one thing depends on another. Ya, jadi conditional sentence itu menekankan pada kalimat yang saling berkaitan. Ya, tadi saya bilang berkaitan dengan kondisinya, depends on the condition, and the condition will affect the result. Kondisinya akan mempengaruhi hasilnya. Okay, zero conditional, general fact, general information, or things that happen regularly in daily life. Hal-hal yang biasa terjadi di kehidupan sehari-hari. If you freeze water, it turns to ice. Okay? And the same point that I have explained before. Ya, poin-poin ini sudah saya jelaskan tadi ya. And in some sentences, we can also use going to, yeah, going to. All right. If you can use when instead of if, when the condition will definitely happen in the future, as soon as the result will immediately follow the condition. Immediately follow the condition. Ini yang tadi saya jelaskan ya, selain kata if, the other words beside if. Unless is similar with if not, as long as, or providing that emphasize the conditions. Or you can say that as but only if. Yeah. Okay, and then unreal conditional. This is what I have talked before. Talk about imaginary, yang ada di angan-angan saja, imaginary or impossible situations in the present and past. Hal-hal yang menjadi angan-angan atau bahkan sesuatu yang tidak mungkin terjadi di masa ini atau masa yang lalu. If I own a car, I will drive to work. Okay? If I own a car, I will drive to work. Then the fact is different. Maka faktanya berbeda. Okay? If I own a car, I will drive to work. Faktanya apa? I don't have a car. Okay? Faktanya berbeda dengan angan-angan dia. This is the fact. I don't have a car. So I won't drive to work. Okay, so this is the fact which is different. Fakta yang berbeda dengan angan-angannya. Okay? All right. Okay, let's continue to the slide. Kita lanjutkan slide-nya. If I own a car, I would drive to work. So in the real life, he doesn't have a car. Faktanya adalah dia tidak punya mobil. I don't have a car, so I won't drive to work. If I had studied harder, I would have passed last week's test. So these sentences emphasizes on imagining things in the past. Imagining things were different in the past. Then the fact is different. Maka faktanya berbeda. Faktanya apa? I didn't study harder. So I didn't pass. Okay. I didn't study harder, so I didn't pass last week's test. All right. This is the fact which is different with his or her imagination. Yang berbeda dengan imajinasi atau angan-angan dia. If I had finished my work yesterday, I wouldn't be so stressed out today. So this is a mix, yeah. Imagining something different in the past, having a different result in the present. If I had finished my work yesterday, so I wouldn't be so stressed. The fact is different, faktanya berbeda. Faktanya, I didn't finish my work. So, I feel stressed. You can also say that. I didn't finish my work, so I feel stressed. Okay, that is the fact. Itu faktanya. Okay. 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 This is the similar concept kan? Sama ini konsepnya. And this is also similar. All right. So in the second conditional, in the if clause, emphasizes on simple past tense, and then the main clause is conditional simple. You can also use the word would or might or could plus infinitive. Okay, we use would when the result is more definite. Kalau would itu lebih pasti, and then might, the result may or may not happen. Bisa terjadi, bisa tidak. Kalau pakai kata might. Okay, and then could talk about possibilities or abilities. Okay. And this is the very common phrase, if I were you. Yes, jadi bukan if I was you, but in the context of conditional sentence, dalam konteks conditional, if I were you. Okay. Meskipun ini singular, even though I is singular, subject singular, kita pakai if I were you. Okay. Okay, if I had a lot of money, I would buy a big house. The faktanya apa? What is the fact? He doesn't have any money. So he will not buy a big house. If I knew his number, I would phone him. The fact? Faktanya apa? I don't know his number. So I will not phone him. That is the fact. Faktanya berbeda dengan pemikirannya. Okay. So that is the point from the second conditional. Itu poin dari second conditional. Dan yang terakhir sebelum you mulai practice, I will show you this one again. Okay, this one. So this is the comparison that the possibilities that I have talked before. Yeah. Both conditionals refer to the present and future. The difference is about the probability. Okay, berbicara tentang kemungkinan-kemungkinan yang akan terjadi. Okay, and then the third conditional, this is the last one before you do the exercise, ya, sebelum you kerjakan exercise. The third conditional, imagining that the past had been different. Okay, dia berharap masa lalu itu dapat dia ubah atau hal-hal di masa lalu tidak terjadi. And usually we use the past perfect, yeah. Had. Okay, example, I was late for work today. I wish I had woken up 15 minutes earlier. I wish I hadn't eaten that seafood yesterday. It made me sick. Faktanya apa? What is the fact? She or he ate that seafood. Faktanya berbeda. Dia makan seafood itu. So in this one is also used to express regret, penyesalan, such as for eating that seafood. Jadi dia menyesal dia makan seafood itu. Okay, or the speaker wanted the past situations to be different. I wish I had woken up 15 minutes earlier. Dia berharap dia bangun 15 menit lebih awal. Tapi faktanya berbeda. The fact is different. The fact is I didn't wake up 15 minutes earlier. Faktanya beda. Ya. I didn't wake up 15 minutes earlier. Imagining the result in the past or the past situations had been different. Membayangkan kondisi masa lalu atau hal-hal yang di masa lalu itu berbeda. atau tidak terjadi atau bisa diubah. Okay, and in the if clause it uses past perfect simple, had plus past participle, and then the main clause it uses the conditional perfect. Yeah, would, could, might plus have plus past participle. Okay, or verb 3. If we had brought our camera, we might have taken a good picture. Faktanya apa? The fact is different. We didn't bring our camera. Faktanya beda ya. Kami tidak bawa kamera. We didn't bring our camera. We didn't bring our camera, so we didn't take many pictures. We didn't bring our camera. So the fact is different. Faktanya berbeda. Sarah could have learned French if she had taken lessons. Okay. The fact is different. Faktanya berbeda. She didn't take the French lesson, so okay, she didn't take the French lesson. Or we can say she didn't take the lesson, so she couldn't learn French. Okay. Or we can also say she didn't take the lesson, so she cannot speak French. Itu juga bisa. Okay, we first with the past, and it's not based on the facts. If I had had a lot of money, I would have bought a big house. The fact is different. Faktanya berbeda. He didn't have a lot of money. Yeah. He didn't have a lot of money, so he didn't buy a big house. The fact is different. Faktanya berbeda. Okay. If I had known his number, I would have phoned him. Faktanya berbeda. The fact is different. I didn't know his number, so I didn't phone him. Faktanya berbeda dengan pemikirannya atau angan-angannya. I didn't know his number, so I didn't phone him. Okay? All right, and then...
Mau nanya kelas 11 gimana ya?
Okay. I didn't know his number, so I didn't phone him. All right. And then this is the difference between second and third conditional. If I saw a car accident, I would call an ambulance. The fact is different, faktanya berbeda. Okay. I don't see an accident, so I will not call an ambulance. Saya tidak melihat kecelakaan, jadi saya tidak akan menghubungi ambulans atau tidak akan memanggil ambulans. If I had seen a car accident, I would have called an ambulance. Tapi faktanya beda. The fact is different. I didn't see an accident yesterday, so I didn't call an ambulance. Yeah, I didn't call an ambulance. All right, so I think that's the point from what we have learned in this chapter. Okay, itu adalah poin yang kita bisa dapatkan dari chapter ini. And okay. Okay, this is the last one. If it rains, the grass gets wet. Kalau hujan, maka rumput basah, ya. Kalau hujan, maka rumput menjadi basah. Itu kan fakta yang umum, kebenaran yang umum. The general truth or the general fact. If it rains today, you will get wet. Okay, so there's the possibility the rain happen. Ya, ada kemungkinan akan terjadi hujan. If it rain, you will get wet. Okay. If it had rained yesterday, you would have got wet. But the fact is different. Faktanya berbeda. It didn't rain, so you didn't get wet. All right. Okay. Wish and only, ya. Past simple to talk about present events. It express regrets. If only I had a better job. Faktanya, the fact is, I don't have any job. Or you can say, I don't have any better job. Faktanya berbeda. Saya tidak punya pekerjaan. Maka itu saya berharap saya punya pekerjaan yang lebih baik. I wish I was taller. Seandainya aku lebih tinggi. The faktanya, I'm not tall. Saya tidak tinggi. Okay. I wish were that simple. Faktanya berbeda, the fact is different. It's not that simple. And the same point that we have take a look. We have discussed last week, ya.